following is a feature presentation of the Replay Sports Channel, home for the great games. Good afternoon and welcome, football fans. I'm Glenn Walker from the Replay Sports Channel studios, and we want to welcome you to the debut episode of our classic college football series. And tonight we begin with who better to start off with? The Army-Navy game. We're going to be using classic teams from Action PC Football. They have released two sets. I believe the first set covers teams from 1940 to 1970, and then set two from the 1970s to the 1990s. So for our game tonight, we will be using the 1958 Army Black Knights and the 1963 Midshipmen. So without any further ado, we're going to take you down to the field. Game being played at what was then called Municipal Stadium. It was since renamed JFK Stadium upon the assassination of John F. Kennedy. Both teams are ready. And we'll be telling you a little bit about both teams as we move along in tonight's game. Navy has won the toss, but has deferred to the second half. We're going to go ahead and get underway here. Size the deep men for Army. Or for Navy, I should say. Good return there from Navy. And the midshipmen will set up possession at their own 44. Pardon me one moment. We're going to do a little work there. Okay, so starting offensive unit for the 1963 Naval Academy. Donnelly and Sy are the running backs. Campbell and Henderson are the wide receivers. Kellner is at tight end. Roger Staubach, the quarterback. Philbin and Freeman are the tackles. Krekich and Martin are the guards. Lynch will be at center. Navy's designated the home team for this one. They're wearing their blue jerseys, gold pants, gold helmets. They will be moving right to left across your screen. First play of the game. Donnelly off tackle right. He's after the 50 into Army territory to the 40. Finally tackled by Vanderbush at the Army 35. First down, Navy. Gain of 23 yards. Let's take a look at that Army defense. Defensive ends are Carpenter and Usury. Defensive tackles Hilliard and Bagdonis. Linebackers. Rowe will be the middle linebacker. Novogratz and Vanderbush, who we just mentioned, are the outside linebackers. Anderson and Dawkins are your cornerbacks. Walters and Caldwell are the safeties. First and 10 from the Army 33. Staubach, hands off to Sy. Stopped behind the line of scrimmage for Rowe, but they'll mark him at the line. Second and 10. Army, the away team for this game. White jerseys, gold pants, and black numerals, and they also have gold helmets. Second and 10. Sy gets the carry again. Gets to the 30. Caldwell with a stop at the 26. It'll bring up 3rd and 3 for the midshipmen. Give to Sy. He's going to be well short of the first down, only picks up 1 yard, and that will force Navy on a 4th and 2. They are not within their kicker's range, so they will go for it here on 4th and 2. Interesting decision here by the Naval coaching staff. Staubach under center, calling the signals. Hands it off to Donnelly. Donnelly into the middle of the line. He has the first down. He's to the 20, the 15, near the 10 before being tackled by Caldwell. Great decision there to go for it. It's a 16-yard gain. It brings up 1st and goal for Army, or for Navy, at the Army 9. Staubach surrounded and sacked, but there's a penalty on the play.
Holding, offense, 10-yard penalty.
So holding on Navy, that'll move them back to the Army 14-yard line. Second and goal from the Army 14. Hand off to Donnelly. Eludes one man. Finally stopped at the 15 by Bagdonis. I'll bring up 3rd and goal. Staubach has yet to throw a pass. He's going to on this one. Looking, has time, and that one's batted down at the line. So it'll bring up 4th and goal, and we'll get to see the field goal kicking unit on. Ince is your kicker. For the purpose of this game, goalposts are moved to the end line. "32-yard attempt by Ince. Kick is up and sails wide left. So with 11:37 left to go in the first quarter, no score. Army's going to take over the ball at their own 21. Army being coached by legendary Earl Red Blake. In his 20th and final season, he would end up resigning as head coach a month after the final game of the 1958 season. Take a look at that Army offense. Your running backs are Anderson, Dawkins, Walters. Your receivers are Carpenter and Waters. Caldwell's the quarterback. Hilliard and Vanderbush. Novogratz and Vanderbush and Rowe. Bagdonis is the other tackle. Dawkins was the Heisman Trophy winner during the 1958 season. $11:31 to go. Hand off to Dawkins. Army moving left to right across your screen. Dawkins will pick up a couple and it'll bring up 2nd down. Take a look at that Navy defense. Campbell and Shugnerud are the defensive ends. Krakich and Freeman are the defensive tackles. Lynch is the middle linebacker. He's surrounded by Marlin and Holden. Orr and Sy are the cornerbacks. Donnelly and Moore are the safeties. Players playing both ways during these particular years of college football. Give us to Dawkins again, right side of the line. Gets near the 24. Pickup of 1, it'll bring up 3rd and 7. Army, quick back to the line. Dawkins for his third consecutive carries to the 25, but not much more. Only a pickup of 1, and Army will go 3 and out. Waters back to putt. Sutton, the deep man, to return. Bit windy here today in Philadelphia as that ball sails out of bounds at the Navy 39. 10 minutes to go here, no score. Both teams have had 1 possession. Again, Municipal Stadium would be the site for most of the Army-Navy contest from 1936 to 1979. Of course, the war years, different venues for those games. Navy being coached by Wayne Hardin. Midshipmen would go 8-1 in 1963. After playing Army, they would go on to take on Texas in the Cotton Bowl and would lose 28-6. Two running back formation behind Staubach. Sy gets the carry. Off tackle right to the 40. Pickup of 1, second down. Roger Staubach, winner of the Heisman Trophy in 1963. Of course, go on to the illustrious career for the Dallas Cowboys. The give is to Sy. Off tackle left. Gets to about the 42. A 2-yard pickup. Bring up 3rd and 7. Ball at the Navy 42. Staubach to throw. Under pressure. He's going to run. Gets maybe a yard, and that is it. Gang tackled at the 43. 3 and out, go Navy. Ince back in to do the punting. He's doing the punting and the kicking today for Navy. And Lynch tries to make a return, but he'll lose a yard. They'll mark the ball back at the Army 11. During the 1958 season, Army went 7-0-1. The one was a 14-14 tie versus Pittsburgh back on October the 25th of 1958. Starting from their own 11, 8.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter. No score between Army and Navy. Anderson goes off tackle left. Pickup of 1. Bring up 2nd down. Army would finish number 3 in the AP poll in the 1958 season. Give us to Dawkins. Grabbed at about the 13, a pickup of 1. Bring up 3rd down. Caldwell to throw on 3rd down. Pass intended for Kellner, incomplete. Pass was tipped by Lynch. She'll bring up 4th down. Sutton's the deep man. Has an opportunity to get good field position for Navy. He'll call for the fair catch. He'll mark the ball at the Navy 49. 7.5 minutes to go here in the first quarter, no score. If you're new to the Replay Sports channel, you'll notice the sports ticker at the bottom of the page. That'll give you some information about the channel. Also, we have some upcoming events, more football from our WFL 2023 Football League. Of course, soccer. We use a different program for that, Classic Soccer from ASG Games. We'll be finishing out the group stage of our Greatest European Team soccer tournament. And of course, Major League Baseball. We're doing a 1977 replay. So make sure to hit like when you get a chance and subscribe. That way you can get access when you'll get alerts when games are going to be live. Starting off our Classic College Football Series. Navy will take over at their own 49, halfway through the first quarter. Both offenses, 3 and out their last possessions. Staubach's going to throw a screen to Donnelly. He gets to midfield, to the 45 of Army, finally corralled by Novogratz at the Army 41, 1st and 10 Navy. And off to Donnelly, inside the middle. He's to the 40, 35. Dawkins with the tackle at the Army 33. Bring up 2nd and short. Pat Donnelly, 107 carries, 615 yards, and 7 touchdowns in the 1963 season. Second and a couple for Navy. Sy gets the handoff, plunges into the right side of the line, near the first down. Picks up 3. First down, says the referee, for Navy. Ball will be placed at the Army 30. Give us to Sy again. Near the 25. Caldwell with the tackle near the 23. I'll mark him down at the 22. Pickup of 8. Navy averaging 5 yards a carry so far. Staubach with a play action. Fires over the middle, completes it to Campbell at the 13. Tackled immediately by Anderson. First down, Navy. Donnelly off the right side. He's to the 10, the 5, touchdown Navy. Taking advantage of that short field, Navy on a 6-play, 51-yard drive scores the game's first points. So we watch the replay. And the touchdown run scored by Donnelly. Extra point attempt on its way and good. So with 5:02 left to go in the first quarter, 63 Navy leads at 7-0 over 58 Army. Joining us tonight, Al, Red Sox fan. Thank you so much. Yep, great matchup. I've been meaning to do this. Finally had the time to do it. Yep, Red Blake's last season, 1958 Army. He would go on, have it somewhere in my notes here. He would go on to become vice president of Avco Corporation beginning in 1959. And of course, not on this staff here, but earlier on, Vince Lombardi was a member of the Army football staff under the tutelage of Red Blake. I think by 1958, though, he was getting the Giants ready. Him and Tom Landry were getting the Giants ready for that big game, which they would lose to the Baltimore Colts. That people consider the greatest game ever. I think in 1959, he takes over the reins in Green Bay, and of course, the rest they say is history. Army running back at kickoff, midfield into Navy territory. A 53-yard return by Usry. And Army, big play here with 4:50 to go in the first quarter. Army trying to get their offense going. They've only netted 6 yards so far in total offense. Caldwell under center, barking out the call. He's going to audible, changing the play at the line of scrimmage. He's going to pass. Doesn't pass that often, and the ball falls incomplete. A little too far ahead of Dawkins, trying to attempt a screen there. Brings up 2nd and 10. Oh, but he's changed the play at the line of scrimmage again. Navy moving players around there, making Caldwell change his plans there. Oh, and he gets away a great pass to the tight end, but Carpenter drops the ball. We have an injured Navy player, Bagdonis, heading to the Navy sideline. Carpenter I thought for sure he was going away for 6 points there, but he drops the ball. On the season, Caldwell just 54 for 120, 1,097 yards and 8 touchdowns. Army does not throw the ball that much. Brings up 3rd and 10. Caldwell 0 for 3 in the passing department. It's going to throw again, looking for Dawkins, but Dawkins drops it. It's 4th and 10, and they're not within field goal range, so they will send out the punting unit. Waters to punt. Try to pin Navy inside their own 10 here. He's aiming for that far sideline. Navy yells, "Keep away, keep away." Ball will roll dead at the Navy 9. 4:15 to go. Navy 7-0. Army had a great kick return but unable to capitalize. (1963), of course, Navy went 8-1. We were talking about them facing Texas in the Cotton Bowl. 1963, of course, also the awful events of November 22nd. Life magazine was ready to run a story with Roger Staubach on the cover, but of course, that was scrapped after the assassination of President Kennedy. There was a lot of talk about the Army-Navy game being canceled that year because of the death of the president, but it was the insistence or the persuasion of Kennedy's widow, Jacqueline Kennedy, that the game would go on to honor him, that the game would go on in his honor. So the game was played. It was played later than usual, and in honor of President Kennedy. But interesting facts there surrounding that event that happened, 60 years ago. Hard to believe. So Navy Pinned up in their own end here at their own 9-yard line. We'll get started. They lead it 7-0. Staubach being forced to change the play at the line of scrimmage. Davis to Sy up the middle. Gets past the 10. Walters with a stop at about the 13. Pick up a 4. Donnelly already 5 carries for 58 yards. Sy 8 carries for 26. Donnelly gets the call here, and he is met in the backfield by one Mr. Carpenter. No gain. He'll bring up 3rd and 6. Staubach looking to throw here on 3rd down. Back to pass. Under pressure. Going to run. And he is swarmed by a bunch of cadets at the 15. Only a pickup of 4. And Navy will be forced to punt. I think Henderson was double covered there, and Staubach had nobody open. Ince will do the punting. Dawkins will be back deep to return. Players, as you can probably guess, doing a lot of duty here. Offense, defense, and special teams, the way it was during those times. The punt out of the way by Ince. There's a fumble. Dawkins tried to call for the fair catch, dropped it, fumble it, and Navy gets the ball back. With 2:40 to go, Navy will get the ball back at the Army 42. So if you're just joining us, it's kind of been all Navy so far. They lead at 7-0, and they're back in business with great field position. Staubach under center, calling the signals. Hand off to Donnelly. Donnelly, he nowhere to go. As he suffers a 3-yard loss. I think somebody missed a block there. Bring up 2nd and 13. Staubach going to have to throw on 2nd and long. He's under pressure. Blitz is on. Going to have to run. 45. Near the 42 before finally being corralled by Caldwell. That'll bring up 3rd and 9. Under 2 minutes to go here in quarter number 1. Need to get to the 32 to get the first down. Staubach under pressure again. Going to have to unload it to Donnelly. He's to the 35. He's got the first down. 30, 25, finally. Novogratz with a tackle, a 17-yard pickup, and Navy picks up the first down. Navy already with 123 yards of total offense to Army's 6. Give us to Sy. Off tackle left. 20. One man misses. And he pulls another for a couple of extra yards. Brown finally drags him down at the 15. Gain of 9. 20th carry already on the afternoon. Could be a lot of running in this game. Less than a minute to go here in quarter number 1. Off tackle left to Donnelly. Caught in the backfield by Rowe. Loss of 1. And that will be the last play. Maybe. They won't let you do that. Okay, well, I guess we're going to have to run a play. I have to check something. I thought they let you not have to run a play there. See if that's the last play. Nope, give to Donnelly. Up the middle, got the first down to the 10. Finally brought down by Usery at the 8. We've reached the end of the first quarter. And in our classic college football inaugural game, it's the 1963 Naval Academy with 7 and the 1958 Army with nothing. We'll take a look at those first quarter stats for you. Again, thank you, all of you, joining us on the Replay Sports Channel. I'm Glenn Walker, joining you from the Replay Sports Channel studios. We are using Action PC Football. This is a game has all kinds of great sports: football, baseball, basketball, hockey, golf. Encourage you to check out the website. Christmas is coming up. Treat yourself. Nice if you're into sports simulations. What I'm doing here is a greatest teams college football. Action PC Sports offers 2 packages of college teams. So they have the 1940s to the 1970s, tons of teams. And then they have, I think it's like the top 100 teams from the 1940s to 1970s. And they also have another 100 of the 1970s to the 1990s. So if you ever want to do these dream matchups, from different eras, or if you want to replay matches, if you want to replay Boston College in Miami from the 1980s, you can do that. If you want to replay Georgia and Pittsburgh, the 1969 game, Texas and Oklahoma, that's another famous one from the past. Any of those, you can do that with that. So this is an inaugural game to do that. I'm going to be doing some bowl games as we get closer to the New Year's, so be on the lookout for that. I'll do some announcements. I post on Facebook. There's a group called Sports Simulation and Replays. I like to post a lot of my information and news there, but make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're over 100 subscribers. I'm so happy. Thank you again for that. And you get live updates when we're getting ready to go live in a game, and just always check back for that. All right, we're going to head into the second quarter. Navy on the move again. First and goal. Ball at the Army 8-yard line. Staubach having to change the play at the line. Under pressure, and he is sandwiched between Carpenter and that defensive tackle. It'll be a loss of 4. Ball will be put back at the Army 12. Seeing some misblocking there on that Navy offensive line. Second and long. Pitch right to Donnelly, trying to get around the end. He's to the 10, the 5. He's going to score. Touchdown, Navy. Anchors away. Navy leads it 13-0. Donnelly on his second touchdown of the day. And again, just a toss right, and the tight end and the right tackle. Great blocking there, is allowing Donnelly to score. He's already racked up 74 yards rushing on 10 attempts. Ince in for the point after. It's good. Just underway here, second quarter. Navy with a 14-0 lead over Army. As we mentioned, the game was played at what was then called Municipal Stadium. It was since renamed JFK Stadium. A lot of famous events here. Prior to the Army-Navy game starting, they started here in 1936. 10 years earlier, Gene Tunney in boxing captured the World Heavyweight title away from Jack Dempsey in a title bout that was fought here. Later on, on. Rocky Marciano, 1952, knocked out Jersey Joe Walcott. And of course, a touchstone event for my lifetime, July 13th, 1985. If you were around then, Live Aid, the U.S. portion of the Live Aid concerts took place here at JFK Stadium. A lot of great acts. Of course, there was the Wembley Stadium in London. They had concerts there, and then the Live Aid had them in Philadelphia. If you ever get a chance to watch on YouTube. If you weren't alive then, great music back in the 80s. Just saying. Navy prepares to kick off. It's a short one. Fielded at the 20. He's to the 30, 40. Midfield. Putting on the jets and finally stopped. Zauskas with a 37-yard return. Army getting into good field position. Now they need to capitalize. Hand off to Anderson, right side of the line. Gets about the 40, Holden with the stop. They'll mark him down at the 39. Bring him 2nd and 6. Anderson, 126 carries, 564 yards in the 1958 season. The Cadets find themselves down 14-0. As Dawkins will get the handoff into the line. I think he got back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Freeman with the stop. Brings up 3rd down. Caldwell to throw. Complete to the tight end Carpenter at the 25. They pick up a 1st down. The first down for Army this afternoon. 13 minutes left before halftime. Caldwell having to change the play. Fades to his right, throws back to his left, and the screen attempt for Dawkins is incomplete. Brings him 2nd down. Ball at the Navy 25. Handoff to Anderson. Waiting for an opening. Goes through the 20. And he is dragged down by Holden after a pickup of 8. Third and 2. Anderson into the left side of the line. He's got the 1st down. It's to the 10. Moore stops him at the 8-yard line. 1st and 10 Army. 1st and goal Army at the Navy 8-yard line. Army looking to put points on the board. Man in motion, near side, handoff to Anderson, up the middle. Gets to about the 6. 2-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and goal. Army being quick about their play calling. Thank you, Al Red Sox fan. Thank you for joining us today. Anderson with the give. He's to the 5. He pushes to the 2 before being taken down by Holden. 3rd and goal. Ball at the 2-yard line. Navy on their heels here. The give is to Anderson. He's going to be stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain. Brings up 4th down. And the Cadets will be forced to kick a field goal. Walters on for the short range kick from 21 yards away. And it's good. So Army finally gets some points on the board. Walters officially with a 19-yard field goal. Navy leads it 14-3 with 9:59 to go here in the second quarter. Army set to kick off. From his own 6 to the 20, 30, trying to get around one man, and finally drugged down. Sy with a 24-yard return. Navy will set up shop at zone 31, 9:46 to go here in the second quarter. Give us to Donnelly, and he is surrounded by a bunch of cadets. Loss of 1. Donnelly gets the call again into the right side of the line. He's to the 30. Finally stopped at about the 32. A pickup of 2 yards. Bring up 3rd and long. Staubach calling the signals. Back to Pash. Pressure from the middle. Gets away from one man. Gets to the 35. Finally tackled at the 37. Pickup of 5. Not enough for the first down. 4th down. Time to punt it away for Navy. Ince back to punt. Gets away a beauty. Turned at the 30. 40. Finally brought down by Unsworth at the Army 45. Dawkins with a 15-yard return. 8:12 to go here in the second quarter. Army trailing 14-3 to Navy. Caldwell hands off to Anderson. Trying to get around right side. He's to the 45. Fumble. We'll see who picked up the ball. Army. Army retains possession. They'll officially mark him down at the 46. May have been down by contact there. That's what the referee's signaling. So a 1-yard pickup. 2nd down. Give us to Dawkins. Penalty flag on the play. He'll pick up a couple. Let's see what the call is.
Encroachment, defense. 5-yard penalty.
So Army will accept the penalty in the yards. It'll still remain 2nd down, but now only 4 left to go to get a first down. We're halfway through the second quarter. Navy jumped out to a 14-0 lead, but Army, though, trying to crawl back. Give us to Dawkins. Up the middle. Breaks into Navy territory. Pickup of 1. Stopped by Sujurud at the 48. Brings up 3rd and 3. Dawkins gets the call on 3rd down. Near the 1st down mark. I think he's going to be a yard short. It'll bring up 4th and 1. And Red Blake will keep his offense out on the field. They will not punt. They're trailing 14-3. Fourth and 1 from the Navy 46. Man in motion to the right. Caldwell calls his own number. Punches into the line. He's short. He didn't get it. And Navy turns Army away on downs. 6:33 to go here until halftime. Navy gets the ball back in great field position. And off to Donnelly. Picks up about a yard, tackled by Hilliard. Bring up 2nd down. Sy into the right side of the line. He's to the 50. 45 has the 1st down. Brought down finally at the Army 41 by Caldwell. 12-yard pickup by Sy. 47 yards for him on 10 carries, 76 yards for Donnelly on 13 carries. From the Army 41, Sy gets the call. Off tackle right. Stop near the 40. Pickup of 1. Sy up the middle. Pickup of 3. It'll bring up 3rd and 6. Under 5 minutes to go here in the first half. Navy leads at 14-3. Staubach calling the signals. Back to pass. Has time. Fires near side for the tight end Kellner, but it's in and out of the hands. Brings up 4th down. Ince into punt. Gets it away. Ball will roll dead and stop at the Army 12. 4:17 to go here in the first half. Army gets the ball back, trailing 14-3. Only 51 yards of offense for Army so far as Dawkins takes the handoff into the line for a pickup of maybe 1. We have an injured Navy player. Marino. 170 yards of offense for Navy. Dawkins gets the handoff again. Near the 15. Another 1-yard run. That'll bring up 3rd and 8. Caldwell to pass. Looking. Drifts right. Penalty flag Tries to throw down to Dawkins, incomplete.
Offense, 5-yard penalty.
So the foul on the offense, it's declined by Navy, and I'll bring up 4th down. Waters to punt, staying his own goal line. Sutton to return. Takes it at his own 44, calls for the fair catch. And ball be placed at the Navy 45. 3:17 to go here in quarter number 2. Pitch left to Donnelly. Tries to get around the end. 50. Breaks into Army territory. Finally pushed out of bounds by Caldwell at the Army 44. 1st and 10 Navy. 11 first downs for Navy so far. Only 2 for Army. Donnelly. 87 yards so far rushing. So he'll get the ball up the middle to the 43. Tackled by Bagdonis. They'll mark him at the 42. Brings up 2nd down. Donnelly off tackle right this time. He's to the 40. Dragged down at the 38 by Usry. They'll bring up 3rd and 4. Nearing the 2-minute mark of the game, of the first half. Staubach to throw on 3rd down. Fires. Completes it to Campbell at the 30. Tackle immediately by Anderson. Pickup of 10, 1st down. And we are under 2 minutes to go. Staubach changing the play at the line. Blitz coming. Fires. Completes it to Henderson at the 18. Tackled by Dawkins. Another 1st down for Navy. 90 seconds left. Both teams have all 3 timeouts remaining. Pitch left to Donnelly. Met by Rowe at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Staubach will choose to use a timeout here. Clock stops with 1:08 left. If you're just joining us, Navy leads at 14-3. Driving for another score here. Staubach 5 of 7 for 60 yards. Donnelly 17 carries for 93 yards. Staubach under center. Back to pass. Under pressure. Sacked by Bagdonis. That'll bring up 3rd and a very long 16. Staubach to throw again. Has Kellner at the 15. He's to the 10, the 5. Navy scores again. Staubach, being under tremendous pressure here in recent drives, is able to unleash it to his tight end Kellner, and Kellner does the rest. 22-yard touchdown pass from Staubach to Kellner. And Army's about ready to go up 18 points on Army. So 36 seconds left. Navy 21, Army 3. It's a squib kick. Short pickup there by Army. Usury will finally be tackled at the Army 33. So 29 seconds left. Army does have their full range of timeouts here. Will they try to take advantage of what's left, or will they be satisfied to lick their wounds and talk about it at halftime? Caldwell, he's going to try to throw here on first down, incomplete. So 22 seconds left. Hand off to Walters. Off tackle left. He's to the 38. Pick up a 5. And I think that's going to do it. Both teams will head to the dressing room. Navy with a 21-3 lead. Army, who deferred to receive the ball to the second half, will receive to start the second half. So that's our score at halftime. We'll be back in a few moments to take a look at the first half statistics and get started in the third quarter. You're watching the Replay Sports Channel. It's our classic college football. We'll be back in just a moment. halftime here. Classic college football on the Replay Sports Channel. Our inaugural game, 1958 Army Black Knights versus the 1963 Navy Midshipmen. As we'll take you to those first half statistics here. Clearly, Navy dominating here. 225 total yards to Army's 58. Time of possession, 19 minutes over to almost 11 minutes for Army. Just 2 first downs for the Cadets. Staubach 6 of 8, 82 yards and a touchdown. Donnelly 17 carries for 93 yards. And Army will be getting the football to start the second half. Navy kicks off. It's a short one. Retrieved at the 20, to the 30, 35, 40, midfield, 40, finally tackled at the Navy 38. Army has been running back some great kickoffs. Zalkas again has a 42-yard return. But they've only had 3 points to show for it so far. Army in the white away jerseys and gold pants, moving left to right across the screen. Dawkins off tackle left to about the 37. I'll say picked up a yard. 20th rush or carry by the Army squad, 45 yards rushing, 2.3 yards averaged. Just underway here, third quarter. Pitch right to Anderson. Tries to get around the corner to the 35. 30 has the first down, finally pushed out of bounds by Holden at the Navy 26. Interesting to be a fly on the wall, hear what Coach Blake said to his cadets at halftime. Finding themselves down by 18 points here in the third quarter. The give to Dawkins to the 25. Pickup of 1. Tackled by Freeman. Want to welcome all of you to the Replay Sports Channel. Hello, Campbell Soup. Welcome aboard. Thank you for watching tonight. So glad you could join us. Second and 9. Anderson with the handoff. Gets to about the 25 before being tackled by Lynch. Brings up third and 9. Third down conversion so far. Army just 2 of 8. Navy 4 of 10. Caldwell to pass. Fires near side for his tight end Carpenter, but it's incomplete. That'll bring up fourth down. And you're kind of in a no man's land there. Inside the 30. Not within range of your kicker for a field goal, so Blake will leave his offensive lineman out there. And they will go for it on fourth down. Caldwell calling the signals. Back to pass. Has time. Over the middle. Incomplete. Usry was blanketed there by a couple of blue shirts. So turnover on downs. Navy will get the ball to start their first possession of the third quarter from their own 25. 13 minutes to go here in the third quarter. Roger Staubach leading the Navy midshipmen to the line. Sy gets the handoff. Met in the backfield by Bagdonas. No gain. Bring up second down. Yes, got to watch Campbell Soap. I did get to watch the game earlier. I thought Navy had an opportunity there to come back, but yeah, it was an interesting game. Thought Navy had a chance to come back. Those are always good games. It was great to watch the cadets and the midshipmen. Second and 10. Navy in charge of this one. It's the 1963 Navy squad. And our classic college football match. Screen to Donnelly. Near the 30. Finally grabbed by Novogratz. Pickup of 6. Now bring up 3rd and 4 for Navy. They are represented as the home team today. They have the blue jersey, gold pants, gold numerals moving right to left across your screen. Stahlback calling the signals. Gonna pass. Looking for his tight end Kellner, but he drops the pass. Incomplete. And the offense heads back to the sideline. Punting time for Navy. Entz will be back to punt. Dawkins will be the deep man. He's standing at about his own 40. Kick is away. Dawkins from his own 31. He's to the 40, 50, into Navy territory. 40, 30, one man to beat. 20, 10, and Dawkins is going to return the punt for an Army touchdown. Dawkins, the Heisman Trophy winner from 1958, with a 67-yard punt return, and the Army cadets are back in this one. As we watch the replay, Pete Dawkins, the Heisman Trophy winner, evades a couple of would-be tacklers, and then it's just him and the punter for about 40 yards, and Dawkins is going to win that foot race every single time. Army will go for the extra point attempt. Kick is wide right. So Army does get a touchdown though. They trail by 12 points to Navy. Just 11:40 left to go in the third quarter. And Army will prepare to kick off. And also, if you watching us, we have the Replay Sports Channel news ticker, or the sports bottom line ticker at the bottom of our page. Upcoming events, games that we have coming up, so definitely check those out. Make sure to subscribe, hit like, so you'll get those updates when those events happen. This is the first of what I hope will be a few college football games using classic teams from Action PC Sports, as Navy getting a good return here.
Illegal block. Receiving
team.
team.
But it's going to have to come back.
10-yard penalty.
Sy had a good return, but he was helped by an illegal block, so the ball will be moved back to the Navy 26. Just 2 penalties called so far in this game. Both have been on Navy. Called penalties for 15 yards. So again, we're using Action PC Sports, football game which you could play pro and college, and this is one of their 100 greatest teams from the 1940s to the 1970s. They also have 1970s to the 1990s. With Christmas coming around the corner, definitely check it out if you're into replay games like this. So Navy still with a 12-point lead, trying to prevent Army from getting any momentum going here. 1st and 10. They'll start from their own 26. Sy to the right side of the line, gets near the 29-yard line. Pickup of 3. Donnelly this time, as they keep working the right side of that line. He's inside the 30. Down at about the 32. Pickup of 3. Bring up 3rd and 4 for Navy. Staubach, the 1963 Heisman Trophy winner, back to pass. Throws, completes it to Henderson at the 36. He's got a first down. Pickup of 5. Staubach nearing the 100-yard mark for passing. Donnelly into the line. Pickup of maybe 1, that's it. 40th rushing play by Navy so far today, 150 yards. They're averaging 3.8 yards per carry. 243 yards total offense for Navy, just 71 yards for Army. Donnelly with his 20th carry of the day into the right side of the line. He's at the 40. Tackled by Vanderbush. They'll mark him down at the 40. A pickup of 2. We'll bring him 3rd and 7. Under 10 minutes to go here in the 3rd quarter. Navy leads at 21-9. Staubach's going to throw. Has time. Drifts right, throws underneath to Donnelly. He's to the 45. He's near the first down. Second effort, and I think he's over the line. Pickup of 8, and Navy has a first down. Navy dominating in total yardage, time of possession, and also the scoreboard. As he pitch right to Donnelly, he's going to be caught in the backfield there by Usry. Loss of 3 yards. Donnelly nearing the 100-yard mark for the day rushing. 96 yards on 21 carries. 2nd and 13 coming up for the midshipmen. Give us to Sy. They're going to go left this time. Round left end. Gets to about the 49-yard line. A pickup of 4. Brings up 3rd and 9. Staubach to throw on 3rd down. Has time. Looking near sideline. And Campbell has it, but he can't hang on to it. Incomplete. And he probably would have been out of bounds anyway. He was not able to get both feet down. They'll stop the clock with 7:28 here in the 3rd quarter. Navy will punt. Hence back to punt. Dawkins standing at about his own 21. Hence gives this one away. Fair catch signaled for at the 16. 7:18 remaining in the 3rd quarter. Navy with a 21-9 lead. As we mentioned, some upcoming events. We've got more football for you coming up later this next week. Battle of Undefeateds in our WFL League. World Football League. Las Vegas taking on Berlin. Both teams 4-0. A little bonus football for you there. And then, of course, our Monday night game, Birmingham at Toronto. Army. 1958 Army. Final year for head coach Red Blake. He would step down a month or so later after this game. Dawkins with a handoff. Gets near the 20. 25. He's got a first down. And nearly gets to the 30. A pickup of 13. One of the biggest runs of the afternoon. First and 10. Army with the ball at their own 29. Dawkins, 12 carries for 25 yards. He'll get the call again, up the middle. 30, near the 32. Pickup of 3, brings up second down. Oh, but there's a busted play there. Caldwell was going to hand it off, but the running back couldn't take it, so he's going to have to eat it. There's a fumble. But Army hangs on to the ball. So look at Caldwell was going to call a running play there, but the running back, which I think was Dawkins, wasn't ready for it. And Caldwell, being Johnny on the spot there, recovers the ball. But it brings up 3rd and 9 for Army. Caldwell just 1 of 10 today for 14 yards. Throws and over the head of the receiver Morrison, incomplete, and it'll bring up 4th down for Army. Waters is back to punt. Sutton standing at about his own 44-yard line. Waters gets away a good punt. Sutton gonna let that one drop. It stops at the 32. 5:46 to go here, 3rd quarter. 1963 Navy squad leading at 21-9. Again, this 1963 squad for Navy, 8-1 record. Their only loss during the season was at SMU in October. They lost that game 32-28. Donnelly, handoff, off tackle right, he's to the 35, and Pat Donnelly for Navy reaches the 100 yards. 22 carries, 100 yards for Pat Donnelly. That'll bring up 2nd down. Hand off to Sy, off tackle left, near the 39. I'll mark him at the 40. Pick up a 4, bring up 3rd and short. Give us to Donnelly. Plunges into the right side of that line. It looks like he's got the first down. No, they're going to say need touchdown, a yard shy, so it's 4th and 1. And Navy will have to punt. Betts gets the ball away. This one's going to sail out of bounds near the Army 30-yard line. Side judge is going to mark it, at the 33. So just a 26-yard punt by Navy. 3:54 to go here, third quarter. Navy still leads 21-9. Caldwell having to call a audible here. Throws a screen pass for Walters, but it's incomplete. A little too far ahead of the running back. Brings up second down. Dawkins, look at the handoff on second down. He's to the 35, 40, near the first down. I think he's got it. Referee will bring the sticks out. Chain gang stretches out the chain, and yes, he did get the first down. So first down, Army. Ball will be marked at the Army 43. And penalty flag.
Start. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
And Hilliard, the left tackle, jumped. So they move him back 5 yards. It'll be first and 15 now from the Army 38. Just over 3 minutes left here in the third quarter. Hand off to Anderson, inside the middle. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage, that's it. Caldwell forced to change the play again. He's going to pass. Under pressure, he's going to have to tuck it and run it. He's to the 40, 41. Fumble. Who's got it? It looks like Navy's got it. Freeman punched the ball out. And Marlin with the recovery for Navy. Second turnover of the game by Army. 2:26 to go here in the third quarter, and Navy with the ball at the Army 41. Give us to Donnelly, the right side of the line. Pick up maybe a yard. Stopped at the 40. And Donnelly is going to head to the sideline for a quick breather. Paskowich will come in now as his replacement. Paskowich gets the toss right, looking for an opening. He's going to be tackled in the backfield by Vanderbush. I'm going to mark him at the line of scrimmage. And bring up 3rd and 9. Donnelly on the sideline getting a breather. He's been the workhorse today for the midshipmen. Staubach to pass, fades right, looking, fires underneath to Paskowich. He's to the 35, 30, misses one man, 25, 20. Finally dragged down by Walters after a 29-yard catch and run. Ball will be marked at the 11. Off to Sy, off tackle right, met in the backfield. Usury with the tackle. We're under a minute left to go here in the third quarter. Navy threatening to score again. They already lead at 21-9. Sy up the middle. Stopped again. This time by Rowe. And that's going to be the last play of the third quarter. Navy will wait to the fourth to take on third down. We've played 3. Navy leads it 21-9. You're watching Classic College Football on the Replay Sports Channel. Thank you again for those watching or watching this later on demand. And it has been all Navy so far. 292 yards of total offense compared to 98 for Army. And the midshipmen facing 3rd and 11 here at the Army 12 as we begin the fourth quarter. Staubach under center. Pass. Under pressure. Gonna run. It's to the 10. Finally brought down by Walters at the 8. So it'll bring up fourth down. And we're going to see a field goal attempt here by Ince. Ince from about 28 yards. This is going to go wide left, or make it 25 yards. Really, the only drawback to Navy's game so far today has been the kicking game when it comes to field goal attempts. Ends is 0 for 2 on field goals, so they'll turn it over to Army on downs. Army trailing by 18. Or trailing by 12, I'm sorry. Trailing by 12. Joe Caldwell, miserable day as quarterback, only just 1 of 12 for 14 yards. Hand off to Anderson, off tackle left, gets maybe a yard, and that's it. 30th rushing attempt by Army. They've gained 85 yards, so gaining just 2.8 yards a clip on their rushing attack today. Dawkins into the left side of the line. He's to about the 24. Pickup of 3, bring up third down for Army. Caldwell looking to pass. Over the middle. Overthrows his tight end. Incomplete. 3 and out, go Army. Sutton waiting the punt, standing at midfield. And he'll call for the fair catch back at the Navy 45. 13:07 left to go. Navy lead at 21-9. Donnelly reports back into the game for Navy. 102 yards rushing for him today. He'll get the ball. Maybe a yard, and that's it. 25th carry on the day for Donnelly. Donnelly up the middle. Don't think he got anything. Oh, they said he got a yard. Didn't look he got much there. It'll bring up third down. Staubach, 10 of 14 for 130 yards. He's going to have to throw here. Looking. Throws underneath to Donnelly. He's only going to get a couple. Not close to the first down. And Navy goes 3 and out. And it's going to try to put Army inside their own 20 here. Been a windy day here, and that has affected a lot of special teams here. Ball just does get out of bounds at the 22, so make that a 29-yard punt. 11:41 left to go in this one. Navy still leads it 21-9. Army trails by 2 scores. Anderson with a handoff off tackle right. He's to the 30, has the first down. Holden with the tackle at the 34. Pickup of 12 for Anderson. Anderson, leading rusher for Army, 13 carries for 53 yards. Give this to Dawkins. Met in the backfield by a pair of blue-shirted midshipmen. Loss of 1. That'll bring up 2nd and 11. Dawkins trying to get around right end. Gets to about the 35. Pickup of 2. Bring up 3rd and 9. Caldwell to throw. Drifts right. Looking. Tries to throw to Usry, but the ball bounces into the turf before it can get to the receiver. Incomplete. Brings up 4th down. Frustrating day for Army offensively. Sutton back to return. Waters gets off the punt. Sutton from his own 30, 35, 40. Finally tackled at about the Navy 40. Under 10 minutes to go in this one. Again, we are playing at what was then called Municipal Stadium. It has since been renamed JFK Stadium in honor of the 35th president. The neutral site played for most of this series. There were a few times where it was played on campus during the years of World War II. So from the 1930s to late 70s, this was the venue. As Cy picks up nothing on that run. Navy, clearly the dominant team today. Cy again into the left side of the line, picks up maybe 2. Now bring up 3rd down for Navy. Still plenty of time left for Army. Staubach with time. Looking. Throws. Gonna go long for Henderson. Incomplete. Staubach unleashed the bomb. Had Campbell one-on-one with Anderson, but the ball falls incomplete. That would have been the dagger for the Army cadets. Ince back to punt. Dawkins, who's already had 1 punt return for a touchdown. He's going to call for the fair catch here at about the Army 18. 8:40 to go. off to Dawkins. Into the right side of the line, no gain. Holden doing double duty as guard and linebacker, recording his 10th tackle of the afternoon. Caldwell going to throw on 2nd and long. Completes it to Carpenter. Just the second completion for Caldwell today, and it's good enough for a first down. Caldwell's stats, not the best. 2 of 15 for 28 yards. Under 8 minutes to go. Dawkins with a handoff. Gets a yard. Stop at the 33. Halfway through the fourth quarter. Army looking to find some momentum here late in the game. Give this to Anderson up the middle. He's to the 35. Near the 38. Give him 5 yards on that one. It'll bring up 3rd and 4. Caldwell. Back to pass. Has Morrison at the 50. Caldwell has completed back-to-back passes for Army. 1st and 10. Ball at the Navy 48. 6.5 minutes to go. Army down by 12. Give to Dawkins. He's going around right in. He's to the 45. Breaks one tackle. He's to the 40. Finally pushed out of bounds. Donnelly pushed him out at about the 36. Pickup of 12. Army finding their offense here late in the fourth quarter. Dawkins, 55 yards on 20 carries. He'll get the call again, up the middle, near the 35. Stopped at the 33 by Campbell. 2nd and 7. Dawkins, off tackle right. He's at the 30. Has the first down. Near the 25-yard line. 5.5 left to go. Caldwell, play action. Good throw. Underneath to Dawkins. He's to the 25, the 20, 15. One man to beat. Finally tackled by Marlin at the 11. A pickup of 15. 1st and 10 Army at the Navy 11-yard line. 10th play of this drive coming up. Can Dawkins find the end zone again? Gets the ball. Plunges into the right side of the line. 5. Touchdown Army. Pete Dawkins, Heisman Trophy winner in 1958, caps off the drive with a touchdown for Army. Hold on, Susanna. This thing ain't over. As we watch the replay, of Dawkins with the touchdown run. His second touchdown of the afternoon. He had one earlier on a punt return, and he has this one on the running play. Extra point to make it a one touchdown score game. And with 4:21 left, Army trails Navy just 21-16. Army prepares to kick off. Both teams have all their timeouts. Kickoff returned from the 10, the 20, the 30. Paskowicz finally stopped at the 35. 4:08 left in this one. Navy 21, Army 16. Staubach brings him up to the line. Calls the signals. Hand off to Donnelly. Going to punch it into the right side of the line for maybe a pickup of 1 yard. On the day, Donnelly, 27 carries, 105 yards, 5 receptions for 44 yards. Navy, they're going to take their time. They are in no hurry to run a play here. Break the huddle. Pro set formation. Running back split behind Staubach. Give us to Sy. He's going to be caught in the backfield by Usry for a 1 yard loss. The 60-minute man Usry, wide receiver and defensive end, records his 10th tackle. Third down for Navy. Crucial play here for the midshipmen and for Army. Get the stop here and get the ball back. Staubach trying to quiet down the crowd here as he steps up to the line of scrimmage. They need to get to the Navy 46. Back to pass. Quick throw. Penalty flag on the play. Campbell makes the catch at the 45. Let's see what the call is.
Encroachment. Defense.
Oh, and it's on Army.
5 yard penalty.
Usry jumped before the snap. So interesting here. Wayne Harden is going to take the penalty. I think talking it over. He's going to take the penalty. He'll make it 3rd and 5. Make it 3rd and 5. So order seems to have been restored here at Municipal Stadium. 3rd and 5. Staubach behind center. Gonna pass. In trouble. Has to run it. Finally tackled at the 43, and now it is 4th down. And Harden's going to run some clock here before he will call a timeout. No 2-minute warning in college football. So he will call a timeout with 2:38 left to go. 2:14 left. Navy with a 21-16 lead. It's 4th and 3. They will punt. Army with all 3 of their timeouts. Navy does have the wind at their back. Ince gets the punt away. Ball will be returned. 25, 30. Dawkins to the 40. Finally tackled by Unsworth at the Army 41. 2:02 left in this one. And Army just a touchdown away from winning this game, coming from behind. They trailed 21-3 at one point and have clawed their way back. Caldwell, who has struggled in the passing department, seems to have found the touch, and he's sacked by Henderson. Henderson with the sack. Moves the ball back to the Army 35. Army will use a quick timeout here. Clock stops with 1:54. What a way to introduce our classic college football series with a good one here from Philadelphia. Caldwell passing on 2nd and long. Hits Usery at midfield. Tackled by Orr. Pickup of 14. Ball will be placed at the Army 49. 3rd and 2. Caldwell gets them up to the line quickly. Back to pass. Over the middle for Carpenter, but he can't hang on. Incomplete. That's the second drop of the afternoon for Carpenter. 4th down. This will be the ball game here for Army. Army needs to get the first down here. Caldwell back to pass over the middle. Incomplete. And Navy will take over the ball on downs and likely seal the victory here in Philadelphia. Army gave it a great effort, but it looks like they're going to fall short here. Very interested to see who our MVP will be today, as Donnelly plunges into the right side of the line. Army will use their second timeout, stops the clock with 1:03 left to go. Staubach has had a good day, 11 of 16, 133 yards, 1 touchdown pass. Donnelly, 28 carries, 106 yards. And off to Donnelly. Going to go around right in there. Met in the backfield. Loss of 1. Bagdonis with his 10th tackle. And Army immediately uses their 3rd and final timeout. So no timeouts remain to the Cadets. On 3rd and 10, Staubach. Full house backfield. He's just going to push his way into the line, pick up a few yards. And they will have to run one more play, but Harden's going to let the clock run down as far down as he can, with it stopping with about 26 seconds left. So Army has no timeouts. Navy down to their last timeout. 26 seconds left. Punting situation for the midshipmen. I'm sure the punter, Ince, is given the instructions. Keep the ball away from Dawkins. Dawkins standing at about zone 16. Ince gonna try to punch this one all the way to the back of the end zone, which he does. That'll take the clock down to 18 seconds. Army, do they have a miracle in them to come back? Caldwell, barking out the signals. Back to pass, looking. Over the middle, incomplete, intended for Dawkins. Clock stops with 13 seconds. Second and 10. Caldwell, drifting right. Has to throw underneath to Anderson. He's not going to go anywhere. Maybe a yard, that's it. And they have to hurry to the line. They're only going to be able to maybe get one play off. And they can't. They can't get the play off. Navy records the win, 21-16. Your MVP of today's game, Pat Donnelly, 29 carries, 105 yards, 2 touchdowns for the Navy. The midshipmen win our inaugural Classic College football game. We'll have more coming up later this month, some classic matchups for you. Hope you will join us. I want to thank all of you again for watching the Replay Sports channel here. You guys have a great night. We'll talk to you again soon.